In Ghana, 334,721 people live with HIV, comprising 105,460 males, representing 31.5%, and 229,261 females, representing 68.5%, reflecting a higher prevalence among women. Despite these alarming numbers and creating awareness, stigmatization is another problem that's affecting the persons living with HIV and AIDS. The Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists joins the University of Ghana Medical Laboratory Student Association to add their voices to the fight against stigma at the MELSSA Health Walk 2025 Scientific Conference. PRO of the Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists and chairperson for the conference, Dr Gloria Amegatcher, spoke with TV Africa News.
We deem it necessary to be part of this scientific, conference where we want to empower and educate our young ones who are upcoming to be medical lab scientists in future, so that we'll be able to give them the requisite knowledge that they deserve, the skills that they need for them to be able to understand, technological advancement in testing HIV, and for us to be able to really do an accurate testing for us to be able to curb the spread of this HIV. So there's a need for us to be able to, stop the discrimination, to bridge the gap, stop judging, and then we'll be able to now, put a stop to the stigmatization of HIV. No stigma, no shame, and then it's just strength that will be able to empower our individuals that are living with HIV, so that together we can build the Ghana free of HIV in 2030, and basically that's what we are aiming at. So as the PRO of Medical Lab Scientists, we deem it necessary to be part of this scientific conference to educate and also to equip our little ones with the knowledge that they deserve for a better Ghana. It's really, really alarming, very frightening, and knowing that we have about 4,000 cases in a week is very alarming. So what are we doing as scientists? What are we doing as medical lab professionals? There's a need for us to have accurate testing, bridging that gap, that is stigmatization, making sure that we welcome everyone that is living with HIV. Because when we stigmatize, that's when you bring a big gap for not allowing them to come forward for testing. We are not able to even give them the right treatment that they deserve. And no one size fits all, depending on your need and then the specific regimen that is given to target your need. So it's really, really important for us to really advocate, for us to be able to hold campaigns and educate the public. The miscommunication and misinformation must cease, so that we'll be able to effectively affect lives and then give the right information, and then together we live with a HIV-free world.
President of the Ghana HIV and AIDS Network, Ernest Amuabin, described the situation as alarming, blaming it on a slowdown in public awareness campaigns due to inadequate funding. He reveals that condom use has dropped among young people and stigma continues to hinder treatment.
Now, studies after studies are also showing that the usage of condoms is also quite low among the young population. So that is also a major source of concern. And then number 3, stigma and discrimination is also another factor, because persons feel that when they come out, they'll be stigmatized. They don't want to come out, even for treatment. There are mothers who are diagnosed positive, and because of stigma, they fail to give the medication to their children, because the people will be asking them, what kind of medication are you giving to the child? So they don't want to do that, and they will not give it to their children, and the children will become infected, and many of them die under 5, or they grow with the virus. So we need to deal with stigma, and we need to also increase awareness, and we need government to commit resources to the national response. I would like to use this opportunity to call on government that we need to have the National HIV and AIDS Fund operationalized with resources, so that we'll be able to wage more campaigns across the country.
The country director for Mother to Mother Ghana, Yvonne Prempe Ferguson, also added her voice to the call.
to be able to access treatment, to be able to access care. So please do not stigmatize them and treat them differently. Person living with HIV is just the same as any other person walking on the street, any other person in your bedroom now, or in your kitchen or your living room. They cannot be defined by their HIV status. So be kind, be nice, be compassionate to people living with HIV. Please don't stigmatize or discriminate against them.